much for joining us. We now stay in the African continent, where the Sudanese army has recaptured the strategic At-Run area in North Darfur from the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, marking a significant shift in the three-year civil war. The joint forces claimed the RSF suffered heavy losses in the battle. At-Run is critical due to its location near border routes connecting Sudan to Libya, Egypt and Chad. But the conflict continues to devastate civilian lives. At least 14 people were killed when RSF artillery struck the Abu Shouk displacement camp in Darfur, targeting markets and mosques. The RSF has also intensified attacks on Al-Fashir and recently seized Zamzam camp, forcing 400,000 from their homes. As the war splits Sudan, RSF controls much of Darfur and the south, while the army holds the north and east. In Khartoum, RSF drone strikes have caused a statewide blackout, worsening a health crisis amid a collapsing medical system. With most hospitals closed and aid groups warning of catastrophe. We now turn to the Middle East, where Israel has launched one of its most intense military barrages in weeks, striking over 30 targets in southern Gaza's Khan Yunis within an hour. At least 28 Palestinians have been killed since dawn, including women and children, as civilian areas come under relentless fire, according to some reports. Israel says its campaign, codenamed Operation Gideon's Chariots, aims to secure the release of hostages still being held by Hamas. Defense Minister Yoav Gallant says the operation is being conducted with great force as ground troops advance in key neighborhoods. Let's listen in to what the military spokesman regarding the same.
צה"ל בהובלת פיקוד הדרום פתח במבצע מרכבות גדעון בהתאם להנחיית הדרג המדיני. אנחנו יוצאים למבצע כדי לממש את כל מטרות המלחמה בעזה. השבת החטופים ומיטוט שלטון החמאס. חשוב להדגיש, אנחנו נדע להתאים את עצמנו לכל התפתחות. במהלך המבצע נגביר ונרחיב את השליטה המבצעית ברצועת עזה, תוך ביטור הרצועה והנעת האוכלוסייה לשם הגנתה, בכל המקומות בהם נפעל. כפי שאמרתי בעבר, אנחנו מתקדמים על פי תוכנית סדורה והדרגתית.
Meanwhile, after weeks of global pressure, Israel has partially lifted its blockade, allowing limited humanitarian aid into Gaza for the first time since early March. France has led calls for unrestricted aid access as indirect ceasefire talks continue in the background. We now move over to Europe, where the UK is set for a major reset in EU relations, the most significant shift since Brexit, as Prime Minister Keir Starmer hosts EU leaders in London. The agreement focuses on boosting trade and defence cooperation, including a landmark pact that could give UK firms access to a €150 billion European rearmament programme. Talks, which went through the night, also cover easing food export, red tape, a 12-year fishing deal and faster e-gate access for travellers and a limited youth mobility scheme. Starmer, who backed Remain, says it's time to move on from old political fights. While he rules out rejoining the single market, he's pushing for practical benefits despite criticism from Brexit hardliners like Nigel Farage, who leads in opinion polls in the UK. The reset comes amid a shifting global order fueled by Russia's invasion of Ukraine and growing geopolitical uncertainty. EU ambassadors are meeting in Brussels to finalise the deal as Britain redefines its post-Brexit future.